a follow-up on last week. Talked about the two deepest longings that we have in our hearts, I think, as human beings. And here's what I think the two desires are, the two longings that we have. One is the longing for love. And the second is a longing to love. So that longing to love. I read a quote recently that says this: the way to God lies through love, the love of people. The way to God lies through love of people. But often many of us are afraid to love. We live in fear. We live in fear of other people. I know that experience in my life, living in that fear, and it's hard to love others. But there's something about knowing the love of God, experiencing the love of God, and then letting that love flow through us, that changes things. And I believe that it's true, that there's nothing we love more than loving other people, whether we let on to that or not. And we're all looking for a purpose in life. We're looking for this big, major purpose, or what makes our lives significant. Well, I'd like to offer that it's living a life of love that gives the greatest purpose in life. And if we were aware of that and knew that, it could change things. So, we want to experience this love of God and then extend this love of God into the world by loving people. And Jesus talks about this everywhere in the New Testament and even the Old Testament. Jesus says, love God and love others. And then he says, as I have loved you, love one another. And even in Galatians, it says the only thing that matters is faith expressing through love. And then we have the fruit of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness. And we think that we have to manufacture this love. But I want to tell you that you are already the love of God. And we extend that love that we already are. So here's a real practical way that I'd like to offer you and myself this week. Because there's nothing we long for more than to love and to make life wonderful for other people. So here's a question. Now, whether you ask this question to others out loud or keep it to yourself and just be on a secret mission, either can work. But here's what we long for. So maybe ask a person in your life, your partner, your spouse, your husband, your wife, your child. Ask them this question: how can I make life wonderful for you today? Ask the question, listen, and then here's a radical thing: do it. And see how that changes the relationship. See how much love you feel flowing back to you when you give love to others like that. And even if you don't ask this question, but you wake up every morning thinking, how can I make someone's life wonderful today? How, when I come into contact with everybody today, how can I make their life more wonderful by the fact that I touched their life, or I smiled, or through my kind word, or just my loving intention to them? So a practical way to love, because at our heart's core, at the core of who we are that love, and there's nothing more that we desire than to express and extend that love to others. So there's a prayer in the Episcopal Church. I think they sometimes end services with this. It's a beautiful, beautiful prayer. It says, life is short, and we do not have much time to gladden the hearts of those who walk with us. So be swift to love and make haste to be kind. Until next time, may you do that, may I do that, and may we live all the days of our life.